Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another video. Big up your damn selves in the building. Make sure you smash up the likes every single damn time and subscribe if you are new. West Ham 2, Arsenal 5. I was waiting in the wings to say something sinister. I was hoping it's copium, but I thought maybe, just maybe, despite what my heart and soul tells me, despite what evidence shows me, I know West Ham are easy to play through. Can they turn up with the individual quality they have just for this day so I can title this video, Arsenal are out of the title race? No. Arsenal defecated on their defence today. It was an absolute blamming in the first 30 minutes. Very conclusive, very comprehensive, very comfortable until lapses of concentration came in. It's a shame, but this is what West Ham have been this season. They have been easy to play through, slice and dice through, and Arsenal did so. With Odergaard, 13 goals in 3 games this week. They are back. They are back to their brilliant best. If they can keep this going and go on a run as they have done for the last couple of seasons, they will be Liverpool's nearest and dearest challenger. And that means I'll have to make a very difficult decision. And I'll leave that towards the end of the video, but stick around because it's uncomfortable conversations. Saka. Let's start with Saka because he is the one that is on 10 Premier League assists and he's going for the record. Now, will he get it? Will he break it? De Bruyne and Henry, we'll have to wait and see. But the fact of the matter is people are very happy and quick to critique on the set piece assists. I don't give a flying F. If it's me and my team, please put it on an absolute sixpence. You know, put it on my defender's forehead, Gabriel. You know, why would you complain? His delivery is to a T. You know, he has the capability. He has the facility. Why would you complain with that? I don't understand why he loses marks. It's almost like he got the right answer, didn't he? He still completed the maths question. I know he showed his working out. He delivered onto Gabriel's forehead every single time. It's becoming routine. It's becoming almost like penalties for Arsenal over recent seasons. You don't deduct points, deduct marks off that. You know, I think it needs to be praised. And that's coming from me as a Chelsea fan. Why criticize Saka for the way he gets his assists? I would love anyone in my team to drop those corners in the way he does, you know, if we had someone to compete for them. So it's ridiculous regardless how he does it. And Gabriel, just that technique is the same every single time. Referees did get, or, you know, the referee and body did get a little bit more strict on last season's tactics of putting Ben White on goalkeepers, and they've come up with something else. They're just leaving everybody at the back stick and then just charging as one big unit, one big army to the front post, near post, and banging in headers from there. And no one seems to be able to cope. I don't know if traditionally David Moyes' West Ham would have been able to cope. I mean, they did get absolutely slapped, silly 6-0 last season. So that would tell you no. But is there anyone? Could prime Stoke City under Tony Pulis with Ryan Shawcross and Hill? I think it's Hill, you know? And Kenwyn Jones and Crouch and Walters, could they deal with this? Could they stop this team from scoring from set pieces? You'd like to think so and hope so, but it has become just so uniform. It's become so frequent, so predictable, but it keeps working. So they was off on their merry dance from early on. It was easy for them, like I said, playing through West Ham, and that is what I predicted. That is what I expected. It's a shame that it came true. Their rotations are back in the front line in the final third. They are fluid again with Odergaard, the captain, leading them. His balance and his chemistry and understanding with Saka is there to see, and they look their very best again. Now, do I still believe that Arteta could have resolved this issue when Odegaard was out with Nwaneri and given him the opportunity to start those games in that right half space with Saka and let them combine and connect and interchange? Yes. Do I believe that they have to be this many points behind Liverpool in their current predicament? No. But they could go on a run if they keep these key players fit and they continue to play this type of football that we have seen previously. They can go on a run. It pains me to say it, but that is the whole card. That is the cold truth. I was going to say the hard, cold truth, but it's the cold, hard truth, I believe. So Trossard gets his tap in. The rotations continue. They get their penalty. Odegaard and Havertz as well in behind. I believe Trossard put that one in behind, but I'm dazed at this point. I can't remember. Havertz, slots it in. And at that point, people are walking out the ground. Bubbles are bursting. West Ham fans are, dashing their pies and mash, and they're not interested anymore, and rightly so, because their team are capitulating on the pitch in front of their very eyes at the Olympic Park. But such as the Premier League, that it's never over until it's over. 4-0 up, I thought it was going to be 6. I was getting back flashes to Declan Rice, banging it in top bins last season. But West Ham managed to find a set of balls between them and say, do you know what? We're actually going to respond. We're going to recover. We're going to recuperate, revive ourselves like Fortnite. And they did, Now, should they have... the first goal, Wan-Bissaka is a wonderful pass in behind. I think there's a lapse of concentration from Trossard. But the second goal, I'll be honest, it's not a free kick. It's not a free kick. Declan Rice, he wins the ball very cleanly. He was doing this box-to-box role today next to Jorginho, surging and charging forward in that left channel, underlapping like Odergaard in a very different way. And that was not a free kick. But where was this Emerson Palmieri for Chelsea? Where did he find the ability, the capacity, the capability, the mentality to stick it in top bins? Off the bar and in. And he hit the bar again afterwards. How did he find this technique? He was Marcos Alonso before Marcos Alonso was Marcos Alonso. We had him at the club for all these years as a third or second choice strings left back, and he never whacked one in like that once. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know where that came from. But it was an incredible strike. And I started to, flash back now to Newcastle 4, Arsenal 4. Cheick Tiote, in the final dying minutes, was he going to be able to, miraculously bring the game back for West Ham? But no, unfortunately, no. For me, it was conclusive. It was comprehensive. Once that 5th goal went in, we knew that Arsenal were going to go ahead and control and calm the game down. They had learnt their lesson, basically, from giving the ball away, lapses of concentration in that 4-0 lead, and they said, right, second half, we're locking it down. And I think someone did say on the comms that the few times there has been games where there has been 5 or 6 or 7 goals in the first half, the second half has always been a drag. It's always been drifting. It's always been dead. And that's what it was. Arsenal just took the sting out of the game. They slowed everything right down. They made their substitutions. I will say that Sterling and Jesus were very out of place when they came on. I'll say that, to say the least. They were definitely out of place. Definitely didn't belong. They did want to impress. They were taking their shots from crazy angles and trying to make an impression. They had a moment on the right wing where they couldn't even connect. There was a lack of understanding there. They're not to be depended on, to be honest, in a title race. If anything, I say this with Jesus, you probably need to upgrade to have a better challenger for Havertz. And then Sterling, I mean, he's doing just fine, actually, now that I think about it. He's been brilliant. So you should sign him from whatever club he is at currently for a modest fee. And I really do wish you all the best with that transfer. I think it's a slow burner, He's still young. He's still got talent, promise, potential. I think you should persist with Raheem the Dream. So, please don't send him back. So, yeah, it is what it is. What can you say? This is where it gets uncomfortable. I believe I might have to say this on camera that Liverpool, I need you to do something against Man City. Because, guys, do we really, truly believe as Chelsea fans that Man City can go ahead and win this league in the way that they're playing, in the way that they're moving, acting? People are clawing at their skin and whatnot. I think it's time to admit that, they may have an off season for once. They may have a drop off. And that means it is Liverpool versus Arsenal in this title race. And that means I'm going to have to say something I never want to say, but I'm not walking alone. I'm not with this one. I believe you'll agree. We need Liverpool to see this one out. I'll be real. I mean, we know we're not in it. We made that categorically clear yesterday in our press conference. And Arsenal are in the title race. They are charging behind Liverpool and trying to close that gap. So it's uncomfortable for us Chelsea fans, and I'm sorry to say it, but yeah, I think we need Liverpool to do us a solid favour and keep this title away from Arsenal Football Club until we are ready to get in the mix properly next season, in my opinion, and then we can just handle business ourselves, hopefully, and not have to depend upon others. So, but you let me know in the comments down below what you think of that. It's not something I want to say on camera, but I had said it previously off camera, and I felt it's only fair with you, my support, that I am honest in all moments. So you do let me know in the comments down below what you do believe. West Ham 2, Arsenal 5, a despicable, disgusting, disgraceful, disgracia game of football for a Chelsea fan. We did not enjoy to see that. I almost turned the TV off and then I forgot I'm a content creator. I'll stick it out. So smash up the likes, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. In a bit, people. Peace.